Right now, there are over 3 million shipwrecks sitting on the ocean floor. And hidden beneath the surface, there's a small, secretive industry made up of elite divers, historians, lawyers, and treasure hunters, quietly turning those wrecks into profit. Today, we're breaking down commercial shipwreck salvage, one of the most dangerous, complex, and cinematic businesses in the world, and a model almost nobody talks about. At its core, shipwreck salvage is simple. Find something valuable underwater and bring it back. This can be executed through a simple three-step plan. First, research, digging through naval records, insurance documents, and sonar data to locate promising wrecks. Second, legal rights. You need to secure the claims under maritime law before you touch anything. And third, recovery, sending down highly trained divers or robots to retrieve cargo. If it works, you surface with something worth millions. If it doesn't, you burn cash fast. Because running these operations is brutally expensive, and your most important asset, your divers. These aren't recreational scuba divers. They're elite technical specialists working at depths that can kill you in minutes. A single diver can cost over $1,000 per day. That's before you factor in support vessels, which can run $10,000 to $50,000 per day at sea. And the risks are real. Equipment failure, decompression sickness, entanglement. This is one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet, which means safety, experience, and trust aren't optional, they're the entire business. But when it works, the numbers are insane. In 1988, the SS Central America was recovered with gold now worth over $100 million. A company called Odyssey Marine pulled up hundreds of millions in silver coins back in 2007. But Spain claimed the rights to the ship and successfully sued them to get it back in a legal battle that lasted 5 years. I'll touch more on this a little bit later. And one other wreck off of Colombia, the San Jose, is estimated to be worth billions and is still being fought over today by 3 different governments. For this reason, many companies are moving to a middle market. Instead of chasing billion-dollar jackpots, they're trying to recover metals, artifacts, and equipment for entities that will actually pay them to recover those items. Because at this point, the emerging controversy with this business is starting to become clear. Because the biggest barrier is not the ocean, it's the law. Maritime law is a patchwork of international treaties, national jurisdiction, and centuries-old legal doctrine. The law of fines says if you find an abandoned vessel and no one claims it, you can own it. The law of salvage says if you save a vessel or cargo and return it to its owner, you get a reward, typically a percentage of the recovered value. But maritime law operates in a legal gray zone built on centuries old rules. Sometimes, if you find something abandoned, you can keep it. Other times, you're just entitled to a percentage. And in many cases, governments can step in and claim everything. That's exactly what happened when Spain successfully reclaimed treasure from Odyssey Marine after years of litigation that we mentioned earlier. So, who are the companies that actually win? To avoid legal trouble, many companies are moving to the more modern business approach, which involves partnering with governments, insurers, and energy companies to find, survey, and recover items of value for them. It's less flashy, but oftentimes far more predictable and a more profitable revenue stream. But perhaps what's even more interesting is the future of this business model. Deep sea salvage is being transformed right now by one main force: better underwater technology. Autonomous underwater vehicles can now map the seafloor at a fraction of the cost of manned dive operations. AI powered sonar analysis is identifying previously unknown wrecks at scale. On top of that, advanced rebreather technology is pushing the limits of how deep a human diver can work safely. This allows for safer, cheaper, and more efficient underwater recovery. The companies cracking this model are building something rare in business: a venture with the upside of a lottery ticket, the defensibility of specialized expertise, and the recurring revenue of a service firm. And that's what makes this one of the most unique businesses on the planet. If you found this interesting, subscribe and hit the bell for more videos like this. And drop a comment. Would you ever get involved in this business?